Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So today I'm going to be telling you 50 things you don't know about me. So I asked on Instagram for you guys to send me questions, and if you know me, you know I'm a talker, so I just thought I would throw in some funny facts about me too, answer those all in one video so you can get to know me a little bit more. They are kind of embarrassing, but I thought I'd put them out there so you can see that I'm a total dork, a total weirdo, just like anyone else. I'm 21 years old and I'll be 22 in March. I was born in Southern California. I moved to Utah when I was 10 years old, and I think it was the best thing for me because I was the most shy kid on the block. And when I moved to Utah, I felt like it was a whole new opportunity for me to be someone completely different, completely new, and I did not take it for granted. I totally found myself and found that I didn't always have to be shy. Spanish was my first language, and when I went into kindergarten, I started to learn a lot more English, but it was hard. I had such a strong English accent when I was first learning English, so it's kind of funny to look back at home videos. I have never broken a bone. I am the oldest in my family, and I have 3 younger sisters. The youngest is 4 years old. And I used to get asked if I was her mom multiple times, everywhere we went. I love my parents with all my heart and would die for them without a question. And I also have in-laws that I love so much. They are such great examples to me. I hate ketchup. I love tomatoes. I can eat tomatoes with anything or even without anything. I'll eat a tomato like I eat an apple, but I hate ketchup. Like, I cannot wrap my head around the thought of having something sweet on a burger, on fries. Doesn't make sense to me. I had a rotator cuff surgery when I was 16 years old. The problem with my shoulder started when I was on my 8th grade basketball team, and it happened during a game. There was a really dirty move, let's say, that happened that started it all for me. I love to dance. If it's Latin dancing, if it's hip hop, ballet, all of that, I am a dancer. I've been a dancer since I was 6 years old. I've never had braces. I've had 7 different homes since birth. I am a proud first generation born here in the United States. It has been a struggle with my parents having immigrated from their countries, but it's amazing to see the opportunities that I have compared to what my parents had in their childhood. My dad's from Guatemala and my mom's from Honduras. I regret my first kiss so much. I think it should have been more special than it was, and I didn't think it through at the time. But that's what happens when you're young, I guess, right? I miss my grandpa that passed away 3 years ago exactly so much. I think more than other people even know. He was my best friend and just such a big example and big source of help in my life that I can't wait to see him again one day. My favorite movie is The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. I love inspirational movies. I love the idea of cooking and creating a home for my family. I ultimately want to create a place that my family can always come home to, or, you know, when they're outside in the world, they always will know that they'll have one place that is safe and that is a sanctuary to them, and that they'll just always have good food. The weirdest thing I've ever ate was a fisheye. I used to love scary movies, but I don't anymore. I suck at small talk, but I am the best pep talker you could ever find. I love having heart-to-hearts, but if you're a cashier at Walmart and you're asking me how my day is, I'm gonna have a small panic attack because I'm not gonna know what to say. I love to eat sushi. I'm sad that there's not enough people that I can go to eat sushi with, but I love it. My first concert ever was Parachute, and it was actually for my sister's birthday. She luckily invited me to go with her, and I was so honored. It was so much fun. My husband is the first person I ever fell in love with. My husband is also my best friend because he was one of the first guys that I could just laugh all the time with. I've never been with a guy that's made me laugh as much as my husband has. I am very spontaneous and I love to adventure. If there's any opportunity to adventure, I'm not gonna pass it up. Even as a mom, I'll take Sophia with me and we'll go on plenty of adventures. I miss California beaches so much in the summertime here in Utah. My first job was working as the lifeguard. I'm trying to tell you what the best thing about being a mom is while Sophia's crying in the other room. Ready? The best thing about being a mom is I have a mini-me I can take around with me anywhere. The second best thing about being a mom is I have a daughter who teaches me just as much as I teach her. If I had to say the hardest thing about being a mom, it would be the feeling of not being good enough. You know, you try so hard to raise good kids, but I don't know, you always feel like it's not enough. You always feel afraid that you might be messing them up. I know for a fact that getting married super young and starting a family just as young was the best decision I could have ever made for my life. I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I do have planned to go back to school to finish what I've started and graduate to be a teacher. We just have to wait for the money to work out. Ever since I was 8 years old, I wanted to write a novel. It used to be about my grandma. I used to want to write her story so bad and publish it so I could share with people how really inspiring her story is. But I think I still plan to write a book one day. I hate the feeling of dry skin. I have to wear lotion every single day, and if I feel even like an inch on my skin that is dry, I will have to wear lotion. And I hate having dry lips. I have to take chapstick with me everywhere. If not, it will drive me insane, the feeling of dry skin. The first thing I ever remember stealing was one of my classmates' yo-yos in elementary. I'm a dog lover and can't wait to have a dog of my own one day. When I was in 5th grade, I think it was, I shaved half of both of my eyebrows on accident. It totally happened on accident. I went to just shave the part underneath this eyebrow, and as I went, I totally shaved the half part off. So then in my head as a kid, I was like, my parents are gonna kill me. They're gonna be able to notice the difference from one eyebrow to the other. So what did I do? I completely shaved half of my other eyebrow off on purpose, thinking my parents would not notice. They noticed. My favorite temple is the Ochre Mountain Temple, and luckily that's actually where Zach and I got married. I've been on TV twice. The first time was on the news for a school club I was on, and the second was for a church video. I get very claustrophobic in crowded places. One of the places that it really happens at is the mall. If it's like a weekend and there's a lot of people there, I just can't handle it. I prefer being away from crowded places because I just get very claustrophobic. Roses are my favorite flower, and if I had to say why, I would say because there's no other flower like them. I plan on taking my kids to the countries of their heritage one day. So that's England, Scandinavia, Guatemala, and Honduras. If I could have any kind of power, it would be to fly. I've even had dreams where I even just jump off a cliff and I'm totally about to fall and not make it, and out of nowhere I just take off, and it is the most peaceful and relaxing dreams I've ever had. I believe that laughing and hugs are the best therapy for the soul. I'm also a strong believer that what goes around comes around. My favorite memory would have to be riding my bikes around just like a field that there was. So in California, we had our apartment, and you could just cross the street to this field, and my parents would take us at least once a week. Me and 2 other of my sisters would just ride our bikes around that circle, and it was just super fun, and we would do it all the time. When I was 9 years old, I legit peed my pants full on from laughing so hard. I was sitting at our dinner table, and I think one of my sisters was just making me laugh so hard that I just could not contain myself anymore, and it just got everywhere, and it was disgusting. I disgusted everyone in my family. And lastly, YouTube isn't just a hobby for me, it's a dream. I want to be part of the community that inspires. And that came from the night that I actually met the YouTubers that I like most. Their channel is 8 Passengers. You should go check them out. She's a mom who has 6 kids and is totally in love with her life and her family. Even through the struggles and the hard times, she shows that you're good enough and that you can get through anything. All right, guys, so that was it. That was 50 things about me that you guys don't know. There are some embarrassing things in there, but there's also some fun things and just some things that really are close to my heart. And I thought I'd share them with you so you guys could get to know me just a little bit more. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to join the movement by subscribing and following us along on our journey. And we'll see you guys next time.